As longevity science accelerates toward tangible breakthroughs, the most profound questions may shift from biology to ethics, from what is possible to what is just. A world where human lifespans can be significantly extended, whether through senolytics, gene editing, organ regeneration, or AI-optimized lifestyle interventions, will not be shaped by science alone, but by how societies choose to distribute and govern access to these advances. And that is where one of the greatest tensions of the 21st century is likely to emerge: the risk that life extension technologies could deepen existing inequalities, creating a future in which the wealthy not only live better, but significantly longer than the rest of humanity. The warning signs are already visible. Today, cutting-edge health optimization, ranging from comprehensive epigenetic testing and NAD+ infusions to personalized neurostimulation, remains largely out of reach for average citizens, accessible only to those who can afford elite longevity clinics or bespoke concierge medicine. If therapies that can reverse or significantly delay aging continue to follow this trajectory, available first to those with privilege, society may soon face a deeply divisive reality: a two-tiered system in which the affluent not only enjoy more resources and opportunities, but more years of youthful vitality to use them. This prospect is no longer just science fiction. Researchers and bioethicists are already sounding the alarm, arguing that if these interventions enter the market with no social safeguards, they could compound decades of structural inequality. Wealthier individuals who access age-slowing therapies would gain more years of productivity, more time to accumulate wealth, more influence in shaping public discourse, and more generations to shape through family and power. Meanwhile, those without access would continue to experience earlier onset of age-related diseases, cognitive decline, and workforce exit, thus perpetuating the cycle of economic disadvantage. The result would be not merely a health gap, but a longevity caste system, enforced not by law but by cost. That dystopian vision, however, is far from inevitable. The next 2 decades are likely to see a fierce public debate, led by ethicists, policymakers, and citizen movements, about how to ensure that the benefits of longevity are distributed fairly. Already, some governments and international organizations are exploring policy frameworks to regulate pricing, subsidize access to validated anti-aging therapies, and prevent predatory commercialization of life extension products. As treatments move from boutique labs to clinical use, there will be increasing calls for universal coverage, akin to vaccines or cancer screenings, for interventions that significantly reduce age-related suffering and disability. This is not just a moral imperative, it's a matter of long-term stability. If only the wealthiest can access life-extending technologies, the social backlash could be severe. Inequity-driven resentment may undermine public trust in science, provoke populist resistance to biomedical progress, or even spark intergenerational tension, as young people see wealthier elders accumulating power and refusing to cede social roles. Governments will need to act preemptively, establishing regulatory pathways that reward innovation but also mandate equity, perhaps by tying approval of breakthrough therapies to public health accessibility commitments, or using public-private partnerships to distribute costs. There is also reason for optimism that such outcomes are achievable. History shows that many once exclusive medical technologies, vaccines, antibiotics, organ transplants, eventually became widely accessible through public funding, manufacturing scale, and ethical advocacy. The same could happen with longevity. If senolytics, telomerase activators, or regenerative cell therapies are proven to reduce healthcare burdens and extend healthy life, governments may come to see their subsidization not as a luxury, but as an investment in national productivity and well-being. Workplace insurance systems might cover them to extend employee performance. Pension systems could fund them to delay retirement age dependency. At the same time, public education will be critical to ensuring that these innovations are welcomed and integrated responsibly. The narrative around anti-aging must evolve beyond individual vanity or elite optimization toward one that emphasizes community health, dignity in later life, and the potential to relieve immense economic strain from late-life disease and disability. In this broader framing, longevity becomes not about escaping death, but about enriching life for all. That vision could inspire policies that put equity first, tiered pricing models, age-targeted public rollouts, or global consortia that ensure low-income countries are not left behind. Looking ahead, it's likely that debates over longevity will echo and amplify long-standing conversations around access to education, housing, and clean energy, issues that all touch on fairness, opportunity, and what kind of future we want to build. The question, who gets to live longer, will be one of the defining ethical challenges of our time, and how we answer it may shape the trajectory of not only public health, but the soul of society itself. If navigated wisely, the era of radical life extension could become not a tale of division, but a shared human achievement. If mishandled, it could fracture the future before it has a chance to unfold. The time to choose is now.